Everyone, it's me again. We're here for Health Tracks at Home. I decided to do 2 weeks in a row since it's a holiday weekend. Happy 4th of July for everybody. I hope you find some way to enjoy the holiday and have a beautiful yard to go and enjoy and maybe get to see your kids or the people in your household and enjoy for a few minutes to celebrate the day since we're not going to have our normal 4th of July celebrations. So this has been National Safety Month. I mentioned that last week, and now that we're into July and the sun is here and the beautiful sky and the warm weathers, and we've been given permission to go out and do all of those things that we haven't been able to do for many, many months. Remember your sunscreen. So we're going to talk about sun safety. It's always a good idea to have a review. All of us that have had skin cancer will testify we need to get the bottles out and the lip gloss out, etc. So there's 8 tips to remind you how to take care of yourself. As we get older, we are a little bit more susceptible to burns and not knowing what's going on in our bodies because we're desensitized to it. So we want to make sure that we go over these things again. They may seem simple and everybody knows them, but I'm still going to talk about them. So the first thing is obviously drink plenty of fluids. You should have at least 6 to 8 glasses per day. And as we get older, if we get dehydrated, we don't notice that as quickly as we did when we were younger. So if you get thirsty, you're already dehydrated. So you need to start drinking more and make sure they are non-alcoholic, decaffeinated, and non-carbonated beverages. So iced tea that is from caffeine tea is not a good drink to drink. You want to have non-caffeinated beverages to replace those fluids that you need. Remember that some of your medications can put you at higher risk for dehydrating you, and you may be on those for the risk of retaining fluids. So there is this fine balance between how much is too much and how much is not enough. So that's when you want to talk to your doctor about exactly how many glasses you should drink a day, but usually 6 to 8 glasses of fluids, that includes everything that you drink, is about the standard. The second thing is make sure you've picked the right clothing. Loose clothing, light colored clothing, including good sunglasses that are going to block the rays, and don't ever forget your lips. You want to make sure you put something on there. Also, turn on your air conditioning if you do have air conditioning and use that when it gets especially hot and humid. That's the hardest time for us. The city just opened up some of our cool zones again. So for our friends that do not have air conditioning, we can start recommending that they go there when the days get really, really hot, which is coming up here soon. Also, be an early bird or a night owl. So when you go out and do your activity, do it first thing in the morning or do it later in the afternoon, early evening, so you avoid that peak time when the sun is so hot and you have an increased risk for getting dehydrated. 10 and 4 is a bad time to be out. Watch for heat stroke. This comes on very fast, like I said, because as we get older, we do not recognize dehydration until it's already on us and we are having problems. So if you start to feel really weak, that's usually the first thing. Headache, tired, dry skin, disoriented, confusion, your heart starts pounding, and sometimes you can get really nauseated and get very lethargic, which means very kind of sleepy. So if any of those things happen, you need to make sure you go and get seen. Make sure, because that's a little bit more severe than just being hot. The next thing is to check on your friends and family. Some people do not have air conditioning, and with us being safe at home for a while, and this is our stay-at-home orders from our entities in the state, and that's going to be like that until we get a virus or we have herd immunity. So we want to check on our friends. Let's make sure we don't forget them during these summer months. And if you do not have air conditioning, I recommend that you find who is going to provide that for you. What are the stores around you that are safe that you can go and get out of the heat in your apartment or your home? 7 is to review your medications. Know which medications make you sensitive for getting sunburned. It will say it on the bottle. So be careful about going out in the sun. There are quite a few medications that increase our risk. If you're on any antibiotics, high risk for getting sunburned. So make sure that you're aware of what medications might put you at higher risk for getting sunburned or getting dehydrated. Wear sunscreen. Like I said, it's time to get the bottles out. It's time to get new bottles if you don't have any. And make sure you don't forget your lips. So many people get skin cancer around their lips. Make sure you put the sunscreen on 15 minutes before you're going to go out in the sun, and then reapply it every 2 hours if you're out that long. Hopefully not, but kind of keep your time in and out, your exposure to a minimum. And remember that it only takes about 15 minutes before you are having damage to your unprotected skin if you did not have sunscreen on. 15 minutes. And you won't even know the damage that's already done. How many times have we in our lives gone, I'm sunburned. How did I get sunburned? I didn't think I was out that long. And also the cloudy June gloom, there's still sun beyond there. And you can go out in your yard to work in your roses, and pretty soon you're sunburned. So it's here. It's time for sunscreen and the mask and the gel. We're going to carry all this stuff with us. Have our little health kit that we take along with us everywhere we go. So general sunburn safety. If you do get sunburned, there are many remedies. Obviously, doctors recommend that you use, if you get sore, if you're really uncomfortable, to use Tylenol or Advil. And aloe vera gel cools it down if you have some of that. It is a nice something to moisturize the skin and helps it. So since it can dehydrate your body, if you get sunburned, increase your fluids for about 2 to 3 days to help compensate for that. And it kind of goes with it. We get thirsty when we get sunburned. So hopefully nobody will get sunburned out there. So I hope that these 8 tips have been helpful and a good reminder to have sun safety. We want us to not have any reason to go into the hospital or urgent care. We've got enough issues going on with COVID. So stay healthy, add to your regime of hand washing, facial covering, and social distancing, sunscreen. We now add that to us. God bless you. It's such a pleasure to always talk with you. I hope you have a wonderful 4th of July, and you take care and stay safe out there. Bye-bye.